Did you know that in the past 5 years, over 400,000 people have left England for good? That's more than the entire population of some cities. And it's not just a trend, it's a movement. People are packing up their lives and heading to countries all over the world, leaving behind a nation with a rich history, iconic landmarks, and once unstoppable global influence. But why? What could possibly be driving so many to abandon England in 2025? Is it the skyrocketing house prices, leaving first-time buyers with no hope of owning a home? Or the crime rates rising in some of the largest cities, making people feel less safe in their own neighbourhoods? Maybe it's the stressed-out work culture and the mental health crisis that's taking a toll on everyone's well-being. Or could it be the education system that's been increasingly criticised for its outdated methods, putting kids under unimaginable pressure? In this video, we're about to dive deep into the 10 reasons why so many people are turning their backs on England in 2025. And trust me, you won't believe some of these shocking facts. Stay tuned, because by the end, you might find yourself questioning, is England really the place I thought it was? Number 1. High cost of living. One of the most significant factors driving people away from England in 2025 is the high cost of living. Over the past few years, England, especially cities like London, Manchester, and Bristol, has seen its cost of living soar to alarming heights. This includes everything from housing prices to utility bills, and even everyday expenses like food and transportation. Let's start with housing. In many parts of England, it's nearly impossible to find affordable homes. The average house price in London has crossed the £500,000 mark, making it difficult for young professionals or families to get on the property ladder. For renters, the situation is no better. Rent prices have skyrocketed, and many tenants now spend over half of their income on rent alone. These figures make it hard for anyone to imagine a future of financial stability, particularly in major cities. Then there's the energy crisis. The price of gas and electricity has dramatically increased, hitting families especially hard in the winter months. According to recent reports, the average energy bill for a family in England has gone up by nearly 50% since 2020, and many are struggling to pay their bills. As the cost of essential goods continues to rise, it becomes increasingly difficult for people to make ends meet. On top of that, inflation has pushed up the price of everyday items like groceries and transportation costs. The combination of these rising prices has led to many feeling financially stretched, prompting them to look for opportunities in other countries where the cost of living is more affordable. This is especially true for younger generations who are less likely to stay in a country where they feel economically trapped. As a result, many are deciding to pack up and head to countries with a lower cost of living, seeking a better quality of life. Number 2. Uncertainty due to political climate. Another major reason people are leaving England in 2025 is the ongoing political uncertainty. Over the past several years, England has undergone significant political shifts that have created an atmosphere of instability. While the most prominent of these was Brexit, its effects are still being felt, especially in areas like trade relations, immigration policies, and overall economic stability. First, let's look at the aftermath of Brexit. The decision to leave the European Union in 2016 has had a lasting impact on the English economy and its relationship with neighbouring countries. Post-Brexit, businesses have struggled with increased tariffs, border delays, and restricted access to talent from the EU. This has created a ripple effect, influencing job opportunities and economic growth. Many people, especially those working in sectors that relied heavily on European trade or migration, have found themselves facing a more volatile economic environment. Then, there's the political division within the country itself. Brexit didn't just split the nation from the rest of Europe. It also caused deep divisions within England. Political parties are more polarised than ever, and many citizens feel disconnected from the government's direction. The constant changes in leadership, policy flip-flopping, and controversial decisions have left some feeling disillusioned, questioning whether the country's future will bring more turmoil or stability. For those seeking a more predictable political environment, this uncertainty can be a major motivator to relocate. Finally, immigration controls have tightened significantly, with fewer opportunities for individuals to come to England for work or study. As visa restrictions become more stringent, people who once might have considered England a hub for opportunity now feel that their future prospects are limited. In search of more favourable immigration policies, many are choosing countries that provide more open and welcoming pathways for newcomers. In short, political instability, both domestic and international, is pushing many to seek greener pastures where stability seems more achievable. Number 3. Job market and opportunities. In 2025, one of the driving forces behind people leaving England is the strained job market and the lack of lucrative opportunities. While the UK has long been home to vibrant industries and thriving job sectors, many professionals are now looking abroad in search of better career prospects, higher salaries, and greater job security. The first issue many face is wage stagnation. Over the past few years, wages in several key sectors have failed to keep pace with the rising cost of living. For example, salaries in industries like retail, hospitality, and administration haven't increased substantially, while inflation continues to erode purchasing power. As a result, many workers are finding it difficult to meet their financial obligations, especially in cities where rent and bills consume a large portion of their income. In contrast, countries like Germany, Canada, and Australia are offering higher salaries in similar sectors, often with a better work-life balance to boot. Another significant factor is the lack of career progression. Many individuals find that opportunities for promotion or advancement are limited in the UK. It's not unusual for professionals to feel that after years of hard work, they are stuck in the same role with minimal chances for upward mobility. On top of this, job security has been shaken by things like automation, outsourcing, and global economic instability, leaving many unsure about their long-term prospects. The rise of remote work has also changed the landscape. As more businesses embrace flexible work arrangements, people are no longer bound by geographical constraints. This has opened up a world of job opportunities in countries that offer not only competitive salaries, but also better living conditions. For instance, professionals in tech, marketing, and finance are increasingly heading to places like the US, Ireland, and the Netherlands, where they can secure high-paying roles while enjoying a more affordable lifestyle. In essence, the combination of stagnating wages, limited career growth, and the global rise of remote work is driving many UK professionals to pursue greener pastures overseas. Number 4. Weather and quality of life. Another key reason people are leaving England in 2025 is the weather and its impact on the overall quality of life. The UK, particularly England, is notorious for its grey skies, constant rain, and long, gloomy winters. While some may tolerate this weather, for many it has become a significant factor in deciding to seek a more enjoyable, sunny lifestyle abroad. In England, the lack of sunlight during the winter months can be especially challenging. Days can be incredibly short, with daylight lasting as little as 7 to 8 hours during the depths of winter. This can lead to what many call the winter blues, a form of seasonal affective disorder, SAD, where people feel more depressed or lethargic due to the limited exposure to sunlight. For some, this prolonged lack of sun can have a profound impact on mental health and energy levels. Research shows that vitamin D deficiency, which is linked to limited sunlight, can result in fatigue, low mood, and even physical health issues like bone weakness. As a result, many are opting to leave for sunnier destinations, where they can enjoy a more vibrant and uplifting environment. Countries like Spain, Portugal, and Australia are becoming increasingly popular for English expats, offering mild winters, sunshine year-round, and an overall healthier climate. The effect of a pleasant climate on mental well-being is well documented, and many find that living in places with more sunshine helps improve their mood, productivity, and sense of vitality. Moreover, the quality of life in these sunnier locations is also more relaxed. The pace of life in countries like Portugal is slower, with outdoor lifestyles and a focus on work-life balance. People are choosing places where they can enjoy nature, relax outdoors, and feel less rushed. A stark contrast to the hustle and bustle often associated with life in England's major cities. In short, the constant dreariness of England's weather has made many people reconsider where they want to live, pushing them to relocate to warmer, brighter locations that support both their mental and physical well-being. Number 5. Healthcare and waiting times. The state of healthcare in England, particularly in relation to the NHS, is another significant factor driving people to leave in 2025. While the National Health Service, NHS, has long been regarded as one of the cornerstones of British society, there is growing dissatisfaction with the strain on the system and the increasingly long waiting times for medical treatment. In recent years, the NHS has been under increasing pressure due to a variety of factors, including an ageing population, staff shortages, and inadequate funding. As a result, waiting times for routine procedures, GP appointments, and specialist consultations have ballooned. For instance, waiting times for non-urgent surgery can now stretch up to several months, while emergency care can be delayed due to overwhelmed hospital systems. This is leaving many people feeling frustrated and anxious, knowing that they may not receive the care they need in a timely manner. For those with chronic conditions or emergency health needs, this delay in treatment can be a significant source of stress. The uncertainty of not knowing when or how treatment will be received has led many to look for alternatives abroad, where healthcare systems offer shorter waiting times and more immediate access to specialists. Countries like Germany, France, and Spain are becoming popular destinations for expats due to their efficient healthcare systems that combine universal access with higher standards of care. In addition to longer waiting times, another factor pushing people away from England's healthcare system is the increasing privatisation of medical services. While the NHS is still publicly funded, many people are turning to private healthcare to avoid long waits and receive quicker, more personalised care. This shift has made it more common for those who can afford it to seek treatment in countries where private care is both more accessible and more affordable. In short, the growing frustration with NHS waiting times, along with the rising cost and uncertainty of private care, is prompting more people to look for countries with faster, more efficient healthcare systems, where they can receive the care they need without the stress and delay. Number 6. Social mobility and class divide. A significant reason why many people are leaving England in 2025 is the persistent social mobility issues and the deepening class divide. Despite being one of the world's largest economies, England has been struggling with the gap between the wealthy and the rest of the population, leading many to feel trapped in a cycle of limited opportunity. This has resulted in an increasing number of individuals seeking better prospects in countries where they feel they can climb the social ladder, or at least enjoy a more balanced quality of life. At the heart of this issue is the notion of social mobility, or the ability to improve one's economic status. In England, class-based barriers remain very real, despite the country's efforts to promote equal opportunity. Many feel that, no matter how hard they work or how educated they are still unable to break through the glass ceiling that often exists due to their background or social class. The old money system, the influence of elitist institutions, and connections play a significant role in access to the best jobs, education, and opportunities. This can leave many feeling excluded, especially if they come from working class or less affluent backgrounds. The situation is further exacerbated by the fact that wages in England are often insufficient to cope with the cost of living, particularly for those at the lower end of the economic spectrum. Even with higher education, many graduates face underemployment, where they are forced into jobs that don't match their qualifications. This results in frustration, as people feel they are not being adequately rewarded for their hard work or education. In contrast, other countries like Canada, Australia, and Germany offer more meritocratic systems where individuals feel they can rise above their circumstances and secure better opportunities. These nations are often perceived as offering a more level playing field, where people of all backgrounds have the chance to succeed without being held back by their origins. Number 7. Crime rates and safety concerns. Concerns about rising crime rates and personal safety are becoming increasingly prominent reasons for people leaving England in 2025. Over the past decade, certain areas in England, particularly in major cities, have seen a significant rise in violent crime, gang activity, and burglary rates. For many, the sense of security that once defined life in England has been eroded, leading them to consider relocating to places they perceive as safer. One of the most alarming trends in recent years has been the surge in knife crime and violent incidents, particularly in urban areas like London, Birmingham, and Manchester. Youth gangs and an influx of drug-related violence have contributed to a significant uptick in these incidents, often putting ordinary residents at risk. In fact, in 2024, England recorded some of the highest levels of violent crime in Europe. This not only raises concerns for personal safety, but also creates a growing sense of anxiety among families, young professionals, and retirees who feel the situation is out of control. In addition to violent crime, property crimes like burglary and car theft have also been on the rise in many parts of the country. The increase in home invasions and other crimes has made many people feel less secure in their own homes, prompting them to consider safer locations abroad. While England has made efforts to combat these issues, such as increasing police presence and community outreach programs, many residents feel that the government's response is inadequate. The lack of effective policing, coupled with delayed justice and overstretched law enforcement, has led many to believe that their safety is at risk. As a result, people are increasingly turning to countries with lower crime rates, stronger law crime. In essence, the growing concerns over crime and public safety in England are pushing people to seek safer environments where they can live without the constant fear of danger. Number 8. Education system challenges. Another significant factor driving people to leave England in 2025 is the growing dissatisfaction with the education system. While England has some prestigious universities and educational institutions, there are rising concerns about the quality of primary and secondary education, as well as the increasing pressure placed on students at every level. One of the most pressing issues is the funding crisis in schools. Over the past decade, many schools in England have faced significant budget cuts, leading to larger class sizes, reduced resources, and fewer extracurricular activities. Teachers are increasingly stretched thin, and many students are not receiving the level of support they need to succeed. In underfunded schools, children may struggle to access basic supplies, let alone the specialised programs or individual attention they might need. This has left many parents feeling that their children's education is being compromised. In addition, the rigorous exam culture and the increasing emphasis on standardised testing has created an environment where students are under tremendous pressure from a young age. From primary school through to A-levels, students are expected to perform at exceptionally high standards, often at the cost of their mental health and well-being. Studies have shown that high-stakes testing and the pressure to perform can lead to anxiety, burnout, and depression, particularly in high school students. For parents who feel that their children are not being supported in a balanced, well-rounded way, this has become a major concern. Moreover, the lack of access to alternative education options, such as vocational training or apprenticeships, has led to frustration. Many young people find themselves stuck in a system that doesn't suit their learning style or future career goals. Higher education costs are also climbing, making university tuition unaffordable for many families. As a result, many parents are looking to countries with better funded schools, less intense pressure on students, and more flexible learning pathways. Nations like Finland, Canada, and Sweden are particularly attractive due to their student-centered education systems, high levels of teacher support, an emphasis on mental health and well-being. Number 9. Cultural and social life. Another compelling reason people are leaving England in 2025 is the shift in cultural and social life, with many feeling disconnected from the country's evolving social fabric. While England is known for its rich history and cultural landmarks, a growing number of individuals are finding that the modern social scene no longer aligns with their lifestyle preferences or values. One of the key factors contributing to this shift is the growing sense of social fragmentation. England, particularly in major cities like London, Birmingham, and Manchester, has become more multicultural and diverse. While this has many positive aspects, it has also led to cultural divisions that some find difficult to navigate. The country's social fabric can feel increasingly fractured, with people of different backgrounds, religions, and beliefs living side by side, but often in separate communities, leading to feelings of isolation and disconnect. This fragmentation can sometimes leave individuals feeling like they don't belong to a larger social narrative or community. Moreover, the fast-paced, often stressful lifestyle in cities has led to a decline in the importance of community-oriented activities and social interactions. There's a growing sense that people are more focused on their careers or personal advancement than on developing meaningful relationships or participating in local activities. The increasing pressures of work-life balance, long hours, and the growing demands of digital life have also taken a toll on face-to-face socializing and cultural activities. In contrast, many people are looking to countries that offer a more relaxed, community-focused lifestyle. Places like Portugal, Spain, and Italy are renowned for their strong sense of community and social cohesion, where family gatherings, public events, and slower-paced lifestyles are prioritized. The warm climate and emphasis on enjoying life and leisure also create a vibrant social atmosphere, where people feel more connected to their surroundings and each other. For those who feel England's cultural landscape no longer aligns with their values or lifestyle, moving to countries that prioritize community engagement, social well-being, and a slower pace of life is an appealing option. In essence, many are leaving to find a culture that resonates more with their personal and social needs, one that offers a stronger sense of belonging and connection. Number 10. Post-pandemic mentality. The post-pandemic mentality has been a significant force shaping people's decision to leave England in 2025. After the COVID-19 pandemic, the world saw a shift in priorities, and England is no exception. The mental and emotional toll of the pandemic, combined with the ongoing effects of lockdowns, isolation, and economic strain, has led many to reevaluate their lives and seek new opportunities abroad. The pandemic has highlighted the fragility of life and the importance of well-being, pushing people to make bold decisions in pursuit of a better quality of life. One of the most significant changes in the post-pandemic era is the shift toward remote working and flexible lifestyles. During the lockdowns, many people experienced the benefits of working from home, with better work-life balance, more family time, and less stress from daily commutes. For many, the prospect of returning to traditional office-based jobs post-pandemic has felt less appealing, especially in a country where long working hours and commuting are the norm. As a result, many are seeking countries where they can maintain the flexibility and freedom that they discovered during the pandemic. Moreover, the pandemic brought with it a greater focus on mental health, and many people are leaving England in search of environments that offer a healthier balance between work, leisure, and personal well-being. England's fast-paced lifestyle, high levels of stress, and ongoing economic uncertainty are factors that have contributed to growing concerns about mental health. In contrast, countries like New Zealand, Australia, and Portugal are increasingly viewed as havens for those seeking a slower pace of life, outdoor activities, and better mental health support systems. In essence, the pandemic has shifted how people view their life choices. The post-pandemic mentality emphasizes the importance of health, personal happiness, and quality time. For many, the decision to leave England is a direct response to the desire to create a life that is less centred around work and more focused on well-being and mental peace. This shift in mindset is prompting individuals to seek countries that offer a better work-life balance, less stress, and a more fulfilling lifestyle. So there you have it. 10 reasons why people are leaving England in 2025. From the high cost of living to the frustrations with the education system, it's clear that many are seeking a fresh start in places that offer a better quality of life. Whether it's escaping the rising crime, finding affordable housing, or prioritising mental health, the shift in mindset is undeniable. England, once a global powerhouse, now faces challenges that are driving its residents to look elsewhere for a brighter future. If you've learned something new or felt that some of these reasons hit close to home, we'd love to hear from you. Are you considering leaving England? Or do you think these concerns are exaggerated? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We put a lot of effort into bringing this content to you, and we want to know what you think. If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's just one click, and it helps us continue creating these in-depth videos. Join the conversation and be part of our community. And while you're at it, make sure to like this video and share it with someone who needs to see this. Your support means the world to us.